trail 3-2. Another three-pointer on the way up, no good. Rebound brought down by Aaron Smith. That shot up, no good. And the rebound by Grambling. Oh, and it's turned over. Valley gets the ball back. Nice little fake. Going up for the shot, up, no good by Angelica Darkus. And she will go to the free throw line.
Justice Coleman was trying to get the ball to Yancey, but Yancey already put her head down, trying to get down court already, which forced that turnover. And now Mississippi Valley gets a pair of free throws.
As a team, they shoot about 60% on the season. First free throw up and good. And it's 4-2. Delta Devils on top. Early on in the ball game, Santoria Black along with Donovan Travis. Long night of basketball.
Understatement.
Yeah. Second free throw up and good. And the Lady Tigers trail 5-2. 9:02 remaining here in the first quarter of play. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on redpeachsports.com. Yancey with the basketball, right side. Now gets the ball back from Connolly Banks. Now to Jasmine Boyd. Oh, she tried to get it inside and a turnover. And coming away with the basketball is going to be LaKendra Bassett. And a turnover, and Shakala Hill now with the basketball. Nice pass to Justice Coleman, and she gets the first two of the ball game for herself. And it's now a 5-4 ball game. Grambling is trailing with 8:26 remaining here in this first quarter of play.
You cannot deny the ball vision that Shakila Hill brings to the table because she knows where everybody is on the court, even on a fast break.
Notice Coach Pierre telling his players to stay down. Shot up and good.
That was Desiree Mosley for the Delta Devils.
Her first 2 points of the ball game. Head coach for Mississippi Valley, Ashley Walker-Johnson, assisted by Roderick Woods, Alex Miller, and Jasmine Sanders. Yancey on the line now to shoot two for the Grambling Lady Tigers.
That foul was against number 54, Jasmine Holman. That's her first.
And I'll get done with this game and go play timeout coordinator for ESPN. Get to play TV tonight.
Nice.
I get to tell everybody when to start and stop, so I'm the boss.
Big boss man.
I don't know about that. I don't get paid like that. So.
Already making more than me.
I'm going up from a quarter to 35 cents now. Yancey on the free throw line. Second one up, no good. And the rebound by Mississippi Valley. And coming down with the basketball is going to be Desiree Mosley. Cross-court pass, three-pointer on the way by Aaron Smith, no good. Shakala Hill with the rebound. Nice pass to Yancey. She was cutting on the baseline. And there's a foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Mississippi Valley. And that foul is going to go against Darkus. That's her first personal. The junior from Brenham, Texas, went to Angelina College. Justice Coleman with the basketball. Nice pass to Shakala Hill. Shot up good. Off the backboard. Her first 2 points of the ball game.
Quick three by
no good.
Devils, no good.
Nice pass to Jasmine Boyd. Goes up for the shot. Good. And Grambling has taken the lead at 8-7. And just an interesting note that Grambling State head women's basketball coach Freddie Murray is 1 win shy of his 50th for his college coaching career. In the ball game now for the Delta Devils, number 35, Michaela Bonner. That is, she's a 6-foot senior from Dallas, Texas. Valley with the basketball. Inside now to the big girl. That's going to be Bonner. Shot up, no good by Sydney Ward, the 5'7" freshman from Atlanta. Down the floor, Yancey can't hit the shot. Foul coming up. Coach Murray was able to pick up his 50th win against Arkansas Pine Bluff. And now going for 51. 8-7 our score. Grambling on top. Santoria Black along with Donovan Travis bringing you tonight's basketball game. Three-pointer on the way for Sydney Ward. Up, no good. Rebound by Mississippi Valley, and it's going to be tied up. Jump ball, and they'll go back to Grambling. And Coach Ashley Walker-Johnson was asking her player, hey, did you hit the rim? Not happy with her shot selection.
Mississippi Valley is definitely letting the ball fly from beyond.
Oh, definitely. Definitely letting it fly. Yancey with the basketball right now. Now to Connolly Banks. Back to Yancey. Yancey looking on the inside to Justice Coleman. Back to Jasmine Boyd. Nice little head fake by Boyd. Driving, and it's a turnover. Coming with the basketball is going to be Sydney Ward. Coach Murray about to make some changes in the lineup during the next dead ball. 6:08 remaining in the first quarter of play. 8-7 our score. Grambling on top. Nice pass out front. It's going to be 34, Nyla Smith, 6'2 junior for Memphis. Shot up, no good by Sydney Ward. And coming away with the basketball is going to be Shakala Hill. Shot up by Shakala Hill, up no good. And the putback is good by Connolly Banks.
And a foul.
5:45 remaining here in the first quarter play. 8-7 is the score. Substitutions into the ball game now for Grambling, and Cameron London will come in as well as Takara Parsons.
Yancey and Coleman will have a sit.
Justice Jasmine Forte will come in for the shooter Connolly Banks. Also coming in the ball game for Mississippi Valley, number 54 Jasmine Holden. And Valley sporting three players 6 feet and over. Nyla Smith 6'2", Michaela Bonner 6 feet, and Jasmine Holman 6'1". Going to be a violation, and it goes back to Grambling.
Oh, no, they let Jasmine come in. So still Mississippi Valley's ball.
Delta Devil basketball. Grambling on defense now. Nice job playing the passing lanes by Shakala Hill. Cameron London out on the ball. That's Kendra Bassett controlling. She's leading the team in scoring, averaging 10.9 points a game. Bassett now getting the ball over to Mosley. Mosley turns the ball over. Here comes Shakala Hill. Gets it out to Cameron London. London will stop, pop, shoots up and off the rim, no good. Takara Parsons with the rebound, and she has her pocket picked by Kendra Bassett. Offensive foul charge to Kendra Bassett.
Shakila Hill right there in position to draw the charge. Lone defender back, and we talk about it every game. She's not one to shy away from any sort of contact.
Absolutely. Mississippi Valley sporting two players averaging double figures in the ball game. Kendra Bassett, 10.9 a game, and Christy Parker, 10.8 a game. Bassett has started and played in all 19 games, as well as Angelica Darkus. Only two players who have played and started all 19 for the Lady Delta Devils. Jasmine Boyd for three, no good. And coming with the basketball is Sydney Ward. And a steal by Shakala Hill. She goes up, can't hit the bucket, but she'll go to the line. And 4:32 remaining in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is our score, and I think we're about to hit the media timeout here. And we have a timeout on the floor. The Grambling Lady Tigers on top 10-7 will take this 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back right here on GSU TV and the Grambling Sports Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The official Grambling State University app is here, and the features make it 100 times easier for you to navigate through the semester. Get direct access to your grades, student email, your Tiger One card, news, the KGRM radio station, campus events, local weather, and more. There's even a map that'll show you exactly where you are on campus so that you can get to where you need to be. In your free time, you can stay up to date with the latest social media posts from the Grambling State University Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So head over to the App Store and download the Grambling State mobile app today.
The world-famed Tiger Marching Band presents Click It or Ticket. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Welcome back to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. The Lady Tigers on top 10-7 over the Delta Devils with 4:32 remaining in the first quarter of play. Shakala Hill about to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for the Lady Tigers. You look at Shakala Hill's numbers, man, and I tell you what, her career high was 35 against Alabama A&M in March of 2018.
First free throw is good.
She'll have one more opportunity at the charity stripe. Coming into the weekend, she averaged right around 68-69% at the free throw line. This is where Coach Murray said that the Lady Tigers got to make their money here.
She makes both on this trip.
5 team fouls already for Mississippi Valley. 4 points in the ball game for Shakala Hill. Nice pass inside to Kendra Bassett. Rebound to putback way off the mark. Boy, right at point blank range was Jasmine Holman, and she overshot the entire goal. And Shakala Hill goes in and gets the bucket. 6 points now in the ball game for her, and it's now 14-7. Grambling on top.
Shakala Hill just catches the defense lacking in transition and just takes it all the way herself.
Great transition basketball by the Lady Tigers. Grambling now on defense, near turnover. Holman with the basketball, gets it out front to Chrissy Parker now in the ball game, the 5'7" junior from Indianola, Mississippi. Bassett now back inside. Nice block on the inside by Forte. And Grambling comes in with the basketball. Stop and pop by Jasmine Boyd. Up no good, and the rebound by Aaron Smith. But Kendra Bassett goes in for the shot. No good. It goes off of her foot and out of bounds. Coach Walker Johnson yelling out to one of her players, "I don't need you being scared." Forte with the basketball on the inside. She gets it knocked out of her hands. She held it too low, and knocking it out of her hands was Mosley. Three-pointer now on the way by Parker. Up no good. Cameron London with the rebound for the Lady Tigers. And London can't handle the pass from Shakala Hill. And it goes back to the Delta Devils.
Let her just a bit too much on that pass, and it goes out of bounds. So now it's Delta Devils ball back the other way.
Washington now in the ball game for the Lady Tigers. The transfer from Butler Community College. 14-7 our score. Grambling on top with 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter of play. The dribble is shot up and good by Darkus. Kind of went to the right, then got into the lane. A little 10-foot shot up and good.
Well, she knew Jasmine Forte was right there in the paint, so you can't really go attack at her the way you want to. So you got to be able to fade away, yet maintain your balance.
Foul coming up against Mississippi Valley, and I believe this one is going to go against Aaron Smith. That's the 6th team foul now on Mississippi Valley. Takara Parsons at the line now for the Lady Tigers.
I made a correction, and now it's actually 5 team fouls for
5 team fouls, yeah.
Mississippi Valley.
Takara Parsons averaging about 48% coming into the weekend from the free throw line. She hits that one, 15-9 now the score, as she was 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter of play. And the cheerleaders from the Valley have made their way into the building. At one point, these will bring the band over to Grambling State University.
Only for tournament time.
Only for tournament time is right. 4 seconds left on the play clock, on the shot clock rather. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. That was good defense at the very end by Cameron London. And she really harassed Christy Parker. And Grambling able to get the ball back.
Very disciplined, very staying at home, knowing your assignments, and forcing them to ultimately turn the ball over themselves, not even being able to put up a shot.
Cameron London, three-pointer on the way. Good, Cameron London. She's that other scorer, that third scorer that Coach Freddie Murray talks about.
Catch and shoot, just remarkable.
That's going to be a foul coming up. Christy Parker on the drive. Looks like that Shakala Hill will pick the foul up. Oh, it's going to be Takara Parsons who will pick the foul up. That'll be her first personal. Shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. Takara Parsons gets the rebound. Up the floor to Shakala Hill. Stop and pop. Shot no good. And Cameron London right there with the rebound. Oh, she tried to pass it to Forte. Goes out of bounds, though.
I can tell you right now, Coach Johnson is not pleased with the way the offense has been handling itself.
Well, just one of the defense is one reason, but the second thing is that making mistakes coming down the floor and not rotating and really just concentrating on the offense.
She's not happy with the shots. A lot of players are not knowing when to attack.
Valley lost by 31 at Jackson, and that was a team when they played Grambling only had 1 win in conference play, and now they picked up I think their 3rd or 4th. Shot up, no good. Cameron London with the rebound. She goes back up for the shot, good. Well, she's been a workhorse on the inside so far for the Grambling Lady Tigers. 24 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. And a near steal. They're going to call a foul on Shakala Hill with 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Tell you one thing, though, Shakala Hill definitely knows how to go after a ball.
Valley with the basketball, 10 seconds remaining. Still passing it around the perimeter, 5 seconds remaining. Driving is Darkus. She goes inside. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Grambling. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. The Grambling Lady Tigers on top 20-9. We'll take this timeout. Here from the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center, 20-9 is our score. We'll take this timeout here on GSU TV and the Grambling Sports Radio Network.
I promise you can start here and go anywhere. Here at Grambling State University, where everybody is. God bless you.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. The Grambling Lady Tigers right now on top of Mississippi Valley 20-9 with the second quarter about to begin.
So remember how I talked about Chicago Hill having a nose for the ball?
Yeah.
Listen to these stats for the first quarter. 3 rebounds, 6 points, 2 assists, 4 steals.
Just in the first quarter.
First quarter alone.
Pretty impressive when you think about it. Really doing a great job. And then, of course, Cameron London coming in with 5 points in the ball game as well. Rebounding Valley 14-8. Out of bounds, back to Grambling. Grambling with the basketball now, 20-9 our score. Kara Parsons with the basketball. Now gets it to Chicago Hill. Cameron London inside now to Washington. Washington on the baseline, drawing some defense there. Nice cut inside to Chicago Hill, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Chicago Hill. That'll be her second personal. There, she probably should have just shot the basketball instead of passing it.
I think she was trying to, but at the same time, there was a defender's hand right there, so it was about to get blocked. So she tried to just get it out of her hands as quickly as she could, and still managed to get the foul out of her.
20-9 our score. Grambling on top. Valley with the basketball. Three-pointer on the way. Good! Three-point bucket good by Mosley. Traveling violation, and it goes the other way.
Ariel Williams checks into the game now for Chicago Hill, who's going to take a rest.
Mosley now has 6 points in the ball game. Check that, 5 points now in the ball game. Controlling the ball now for the Delta Devils. Opposite side is going to be Davis. Out of Mosley. Inside, nice pass to Bonner. She goes for the shot, no good. Forte with the rebound. Forte, 6'3", freshman from Woodbridge, Virginia. Kara Parsons to Washington. Washington now back to Ariel Williams. Had a couple of three-pointers in that game against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now to Cameron London, inside to Forte. Nice pass, up, no good. Rebound. Coming down to Valley, that's going to be LaKendra Bassett. Oh, it's going to go off of Valley. Nice job by Washington. And she got a hand on the ball, and then, of course, trying to save it was Mosley, and it goes out of bounds. Ariel Williams now with the basketball for the Lady Tigers. Cameron London, three-pointer just to the right of the key. Good! Woo. Cameron London now with 8 points.
Just her catch and shoot ability is just like no other I've ever seen.
Not afraid to shoot the rock. Taking the baseline is Parker. Foul coming up. That's going to be on Cameron London. That's going to be on Washington. Washington picks up the foul. That is the third team foul now for Grambling. (23-12), Grambling on top. First free throw up, no good. Christy Parker shoots 70% from the free throw line. She is the best free throw shooter on this team. After Christy Parker, there is only one other player that shoots over 65%, well, over 70%, and that's going to be Aaron Smith. So you've got Christy Parker and Aaron Smith, 73% for Aaron Smith.
As she split a pair there, Jasmine Boyd and Justice Coleman, both checked into the game. So
7:08 remaining, first quarter of play. Second quarter, rather. 23-13 to score, and that's going to be a foul coming up, I believe.
Offensive foul. You see Forte, if you're watching GSU TV.
Yeah, that's going to be a
push off
on Forte, and that'll be her first. Inside to Bonner. Now back out to Mosley. Shot up, no good. Foul coming up against Valley. Coming back into the ball game for the Delta Devils is it's Aaron Smith.
She's coming in for Darkest, and also
Jasmine Boyd coming in. 6:46 remaining, second quarter play. Santoria Black along with Donovan Travis bringing you tonight's game. Bounce pass inside to Forte. Nice pass to the cutter in Justice Coleman. Couldn't handle the pass. And LaKendra Bassett coming away with it. Thought about the three out there with Mosley. And it's going to be a double dribbling violation charged to Parker. And it goes back to Grambling State.
She was driving and trying to do a nice little spin move, but just lost her balance and couldn't control the ball. So Grambling ball now.
And the shot is up. It's going to be a foul coming up on Grambling, and that'll be against Forte.
Another push off they're going to call her for.
Her second personal.
So Conley Banks is going to check into the game now for Forte.
23-13 to score. Bassett taking her time. Be a foul against Grambling on the floor. They'll take it side out.
Ariel Williams are going to get her for reaching.
And for Ariel Williams, I believe that'll be her first personal. Coach Murray was not happy. Free throws coming up here for Mosley.
First one's in and out.
Boy, you hate that feeling. One more free throw attempt for Mosley. Mosley shooting 66% from the free throw line. And she hits this one. (23-14) the score, 6:02 remaining here in this second quarter play. Out of bounds off of Grambling, back to Valley. Valley with the basketball. Out to the three-point line, left corner, up good.
That's good by number 13, Aaron Smith. She now has 6 points in the game.
And Valley gets the ball back again.
Skylar Hill's going to check in for Ariel Williams now. This is going to stay with the ball, working it at the top of the key.
And trying to make something happen as Christy Parker shoots from the left elbow. All air, goes out of bounds off of Valley, back to Grambling.
Yancey now checks into the game for Cameron London for Grambling. And also Christy Parker is going to have a sit for Mississippi Valley.
Oh, Cameron London, sorry, oh, Chicago Hill rather, trying to get around that defender. Foul coming up. .449 remaining in the first half of play. 23-17 the score. We'll take a timeout here at the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center. You're watching GSU TV and listening to the game live on the Grambling Sports Radio Network. We'll be right back.
What is Grambling? Grambling is growing. It's a community. Grambling is an education, an experience. Grambling is legacy, tradition, and the future. What is Grambling? Grambling is all of this and more. Grambling is the place where everybody is somebody.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. Donovan Travis, color analyst. I'm Santoria Black. And, of course, so far you look at the Grambling Lady Tigers just really out-rebounding Mississippi Valley 17-10. They've outscored Valley in the paint 12-2. And off the bench, Grambling 9 points off the bench. Valley with just 1. 23-17 our score. Grambling did have a 10-point lead at one point in time. It's Grambling basketball. Yancey, Connolly Banks, Justice Coleman, Jasmine Boyd, all in the game for Grambling, and it looks like Chicago Hill also in the game.
I've had a little issue with the game clock, but now we got it back together.
Nice job by Chicago Hill going in for the shot. No good. And coming down the rebound is, well, it was Valley, and then they threw it away. Yancey now with the basketball. Going to be a carrying violation. It's the turnovers that are killing Grambling. They have 14 turnovers now. Valley with the basketball, and 4:23 left to go in the first quarter of play. On the Grambling Sports Radio Network at halftime, we'll take a review of what was a unusual Super Bowl, or if you're in New Orleans, Boycott Bowl. And no time left on the shot clock. Ball comes off the rim, and Grambling gets the ball back. Chicago Hill with the basketball after the rebound by Connolly Banks. Chicago Hill now to Jasmine Boyd. She takes a long three-pointer up, no good. And coming down the rebound for the Lady Delta Devils will be, or the Develettes, I should say, Sydney Ward. 5'7" freshman from Atlanta. Three-pointer on the way by Aaron Smith just to the left of the key. Shot up, no good. And it goes back to the Grambling Lady Tigers.
Now Mississippi Valley wants to talk it over.
Yep. 3:42 remaining here in this first half of play. 23-17 the score. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. You know, Donovan, I don't know if you watched the game yesterday. I don't know if were you of the Boycott Bowl party?
I kept it in my peripherals.
Yeah. Well, I went over to a good friend's house yesterday and watched the ball game, and if you like defense, through the third quarter, that was a good game. 3-3 at the end of 3, and then it was Tom Brady in the fourth quarter, getting 10 points, a field goal, and, of course, a touchdown, the only touchdown of the game. The lowest combined points in a Super Bowl with just 16 points. If you would have told me that the Patriots and the Rams would only score 16 points combined in a Super Bowl, I would have not believed you.
Especially with being a top 5 offense that the Rams were this season.
Would not have believed you.
Not at all.
Chicago Hill with the basketball. 3:28 remaining here in this first half of play. Left side. Now she comes back in between the circles. She gets her pocket picked. And a turnover now by Valley to Jasmine Boyd, and she's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be charged to Lakendra Bassett. Her second personal.
Another clock malfunction.
Justice Coleman and Chicago Hill getting the ball up the floor now for the Lady Tigers. Inside pass to Connolly Banks. Back out to Jasmine Boyd. Nice fake by Boyd. Bounce pass inside, picked off. Try to force it in, and Desiree Mosley comes away with it. Shot up and no good by Ward. It goes out of bounds off of Grambling, and it goes back off of Valley, and it goes back to Grambling. Three-pointer by Chicago Hill. Good!
3 to the sky, as we like to say.
And that was a long one, too. 26-17, Grambling on top. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Traveling violation on Valley, and it goes back to the Grambling Lady Tigers. Clock malfunction again. And they got to put 28 seconds on the shot clock.
Skylar Hill was having a little fun with the referee about the clock situation.
Yancey with the basketball for Grambling. Grambling going from left to right on your radio. Chicago Hill going up, getting the shot, good. 11 points now for Chicago Hill. She's in double figures. Three-pointer on the way up and no good off the front and the back of the iron. Justice Coleman coming away with the rebound. And off the hands of Jasmine Boyd, back to the Grambling Lady Tigers. I should say Delta Devils.
Not sure if you could hear Mississippi Valley's coach stop settling. It seems like they are settling. They have had a lot of shots where they've just entered under 20 seconds and put a shot up. You can use more time to find a more decent shot. You don't have to settle for anything.
Nice up and under shot by Angelica Darkus coming from the right side and scooping it under off the backboard. There's good defense there by Connolly Banks, and you didn't want to pick up a cheap foul. Jasmine Boyd, left side now to Chicago Hill. Now in the corner to Yancey, left side, shooting for three, no good, all air. Coming away with the basketball for the Delta Devils, Angelica Darkus. Right side now. Here's a drive, shot up, good, no good, but a foul coming up with 1:07 remaining. Smith at the line now for the Delta Devils. She's shooting 73%, the leading free throw shooter on this team. First free throw is up and good. Aaron Smith shoots extremely well from the free throw line, does not shoot well from the field though. Shooting 28% for the season. Second free throw up and good. We've got a couple of substitutions in the ball game now. Cameron London coming in for Grambling. Hannah Henderson also coming in. For the Lady Doublettes, it is Christy Parker coming in. First of 2 games here tonight, doubleheader action. Men's game will start at around 8:05 on ESPNU. Near steal as Ronnie Williams getting her hands in there. Nice job by Cameron London going in for the shot, up no good. Playing aggressive, just couldn't hit the shot. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Shakala Hill. And goes back to the Delta Devils.
You can see Mississippi Valley on defense. They're a lot more aggressive now, knowing that they can't let up on defense. When you're on defense on the perimeter, you think, okay, I can live with this shot. But when everybody's making shots 4 or 5 feet away from the three-point line, you can't ease up at all.
Absolutely. Inside, shot up no good by Bonner, and Grambling coming away with the basketball. That's going to be Jasmine Boyd now controlling. She's on the right side. She's on the baseline. Kicks it way across court to Cameron London for 3. Good! Cameron London, another three-pointer. It's now 31-21 the score.
Again with the catch and shoot. That's where she makes her money.
Cameron London, I believe, now has 11 points in the ballgame. And a turnover. Justice Coleman comes away with the ball. Out to Shakala Hill. Shakala Hill inside, and that'll end the first quarter. Cameron London with the shot, 13 points in the half. 33-21 the score. We'll take this timeout on the Grambling Sports Radio Network. 2-minute timeout for GSU TV. We'll be back for the second half action. We'll be right back.
The official Grambling State University app is here, and the features make it 100 times easier for you to navigate through the semester. Get direct access to your grades, student email, your Tiger One card, news, the KGRM radio station, campus events, local weather, and more. There's even a map that'll show you exactly where you are on campus so that you can get to where you need to be. In your free time, you can stay up to date with the latest social media posts from the Grambling State University Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So head over to the App Store and download the Grambling State mobile app today.
The world-famed Tiger Marching Band presents Click It or Ticket. Drive sober or get pulled over.